What is going on, beautiful folks? Lee Hammock, your favorite self aware narcissist, here with another episode of A Narcissist Explains. Today, we're answering the question: do narcissists like seeing you hurting or seeing you in some type of pain, seeing you suffering in any way, shape, or form? Yeah, before we hop into today's episode, make sure if you haven't already to check out my website, mentalhealness.net, for coaching, courses, support groups, all of the above. Mentalhealness.net. I'm pushing my salt and pepper out of the screen. Y'all just saw it was in view and whatnot. But yeah, mentalhealness.net for everything. Coaching, courses, support group, everything is at mentalhealness.net. I'll also drop it in the chat as well. So y'all can have it there in case you want to check it out. But yes, y'all. I'm feeling way better today, Trinity. Thank you so much. Make sure but uh they plan on how bad they can hurt you. So is that true? I'm gonna answer that in a little bit, y'all. I'm gonna save that for later. But are there a lot of narcissistic people out there that like to see you in pain? Yes, absolutely yes. I feel like there is a sadistic side to a lot of narcissistic people, right? Not just not every single narcissist is the same, right? Not every narcissist is going to be right there watching you writhe in pain like this. They're not gonna be staring at you like this. It's like, I see how much pain you're in, and I love it. Senator Palpatine, it's just like, I feel your hurt and pain, and it's your hurt and your pain are both empowering me. I love that, right? There's not gonna be a lot of people who do that. It's just in that space. You know what I mean? That's what's going to happen to so many people. But there are a lot of narcissistic, toxic, abusive people out there who do like seeing you in pain. There is a lot of sadism in a lot of narcissistic people. They really do like to see you in pain. Some of them take pleasure in seeing you hurting. You ever been boohoo crying in front of a narcissist because they have done something to you, and then they're sitting there looking at you like this? They're they're looking at you like all cockeyed and just they're smirking at you like, do you see the that Cheshire cat smile come across their face? One side of their face go all the way up like that. Yeah, a lot of them. There are a lot of narcissistic people that like to see you in pain. Absolutely true. They want to see you hurting. They want to see you in pain. Like, because sometimes if they see you hurting, and it's gonna sound weird. Yep, Lisa, you got it just right. It's gonna sound weird right here, y'all. But sometimes in the mind of a narcissistic person, right, you reacting and you being in pain means that they have some type of power and control over you, right? It means that they have some type of power and control over you, and it makes them feel better. Like, because that, and y'all hear me, if y'all follow me for any period of time, y'all always hear me talking about protect your peace by not reacting. Controlling your reactions is a superpower. You hear me saying that all the time. If you follow me for any amount of time, right? That's because your reactions, your over the top reactions, your hurt, your pain, sometimes makes them feel validated, right? Some of them feel good about hurting your feelings. Some of them feel good about setting you off, and that's just the way it goes sometimes, right? And I know that sucks, right? Right? You know what I mean? It really can suck for a lot of people, but not every narcissist is going to be the same, right? You know what I mean? Not every single narcissistic person is going to be the same and handle every single thing the same exact way, because that doesn't benefit them the same exact way, right? It doesn't work that way. Typically, typically, the Greek god of maybe, right? But this is what happens. Like, some of them will intentionally try to cause your pain. They love your pain. Mine did. Yep. Some of them will intentionally try to inflict pain and harm on you just because they're bored. And this is when it gets scary, y'all. This is when it gets scary, dealing with the damn near psychopathic, just mind controlling narcissists, right? They feel like you being and want to mess with you. They get bored and want to cause you in some type of pain. They get bored and want to see your pain because sometimes they take pleasure in it and they can play the hero. Like, some of them hurt you on purpose so they can be the one that heals you, you know, and that, like, that right there, can actually lead to you being trauma bonded, right? This when both healing and harm come from the same hand, it could lead to you feeling trauma bonded to this person. It really, really could. Like if the same person that is delivering the pain is the same person that is giving you the bandages and giving you the medicine and the Tylenol and stuff like that, that right there can mess with your mind and cause a trauma bond. It's just one of those things that really can. The ups and downs, the back and forth, that type of stuff absolutely can mess with your mind. Yeah, it just can. I'm being for real. It's one of those things that really can mess with your head. So this is when you're dealing with an abuser, a manipulator, a toxic ass person. If you see them reveling in your pain, it might be time for you to dip out, right? If you see them reveling in your pain and enjoying the stuff that they're doing to you, and like I said, give you that Cheshire cat smile like that, it might be time for you to dip out, for you to bounce, because they take pleasure. If they're taking pleasure in it, right? If they're taking pleasure in it, then that means that they're going to find other ways. Because, like, I say this right here, y'all. Narcissistic people tend to get very bored, right? So if they're doing something one time, right? If they're doing something to you, and they get a reaction from you, they might not do it the same. They might not do the same thing again. Sometimes they'll try even harder to see what more they can get away with, because some of them enjoy seeing your pain. Especially, yeah, I'm gonna do a longer video on what I'm about to say, but sometimes your happiness sends them over the top, right? You being happy sends them over the top, because how dare you have the ability to be happy when I'm sad, right? How dare you? How dare you have the ability to smile in my face and actually have joy and find joy on this planet, but I can't? Like, how dare you be able to do that, right? How dare you be able to heal and grow and feel good, and I'm sitting over here sad and say, how dare you? How dare you? You see what I'm saying? I know that sounds stupid, but that really is the mentality. It's kind of like, how dare you get to feel this way when I'm in pain? How dare you get to, how dare you get to feel good about yourself when I'm hurting? So they can be jealous of you feeling good. And absolutely, they can be jealous of you feeling good and absolutely try to cause you pain just based on the fact that they're jealous of you, right? So some of them will absolutely try to bring pain into your life because of what's going on, because of how they're feeling, because of you being happy. You see what I'm saying? that smile, that cat smile, like, yeah, because your happiness can set them off. Imagine me, y'all. Imagine, and some of y'all don't even have to imagine this. Imagine being like, oh yeah, you made her bored. Like your mom would yawn when you cried. Yeah, your mom was emotionally disconnected, and that's sad to even say out loud, y'all. But imagine having a partner that roots for your misery, right? Imagine having a partner out here on this planet that is actively rooting for your misery, that is actually actively being happy with you being sad and with you hurting and with you just doing that type of stuff right there. Imagine having a partner like that. That is no way to live, y'all. It really isn't. Imagine having that right there, having to deal with that and having to try to, bounce back and do this type of stuff. Let's just imagine that right there. Like you're happy. They praying for you. Like imagine having a partner that's not praying for you. They're praying on you, right? Y'all know the difference between, like I said, they're praying instead of praying. They are, they are praying on you, not praying for you. This is what I mean right here, y'all. Like this right here. They're praying on you. They're not praying for you. So when you're asking for prayers, be specific, because you might get a prayer with an E, not a prayer with an A. You know what I'm saying? You have they both sound alike. Using their homophones right there. Their homophones, right? They both sound alike, but they're different words, right? Prayer, praying, and praying. You know what I'm saying? They sound alike, but they are not alike. One of these things is not like the other. You want this, you don't want this. But narcissistic people, they don't care what you want, because how they always go. They always try to center themselves in your life and they want to bring you misery. They want to see you hurting. They want to see you in despair because your despair serves them. Like they want to have power and control over you. So as long as you're reacting to them, as long as you're giving them some type of energy, they feel like they're in control. And I'm not trying to just be like, well, Lee, they're not in control of me. I'm in control of myself. Yeah, I would love for you to be in control of yourself. I love that, right? Right? But not every person is going to be the same when it comes to that right there. They're not always going to act that way or behave that way. They just aren't because it doesn't serve them. So some of them do like to see you in pain. They do like to see you hurting because at least it's you and not them. And a lot of times when you're suffering and when you're in pain, a lot of times the discard phase will happen. Like when you're going through something, when you need somebody to be there for you, this is damn near the optimal time for them to this is like the optimal time for them to just be disruptive in your life. When you're going through something, when you're hurting and you're in pain, they love to leave you in these moments. When you're having a tough pregnancy, when you're just got fired from your job or something like that, you're sick, you need help, you need somebody to be there for you, discard phase, because they like leave you in that pain. They like leave you in that misery. And a lot of them absolutely do it on purpose. A lot of times when they're getting ready to discard you, they'll do it in the worst way possible to leave you broken. They want to leave you broken. They want to leave you hurting. They want to leave you in pain and suffering. This is what they want to do. They really, really do. I want your pain now. Love me. Makes no sense. Yes, it's silly as hell. It really is a silly ass mindset, but it makes sense to them because if it's worked before, then it'll just keep working again and again and again. 55 and a happy single. Hey, happiness is so good, y'all. If no matter how old you are, 55 and single, that's good. Especially to be happy with it. There's so many people out here who feel like they're 55 and try to force themselves into relationships, and you'll find you a nice little toxic ass narcissist. You absolutely will. Appreciate it, Miriam. Thank you. But do you find your nice little toxic bastard out here? Seriously, y'all. So some of them do like your pain. They like to revel in it. They enjoy it and whatnot, y'all. So I'm gonna turn it over right now and do like a little quick question and answer. If y'all have any questions, drop your questions. Drop some questions in the chat. I'll answer a couple of them. I know one person right here, Natasha from the beginning. Did I delete it? I just deleted it. Dang it. I told her I would answer it and it's already gone. I had to scroll back up and try to find it because it was at the very beginning. She said they plan on how bad they can hurt you. And that's absolutely true. That's absolutely true right there. Some of them plan on what they can get away with. That's why, this is why I'm just so like against forgiving cheaters, especially repeat offenders, cheaters. I'm so against that because the more they get away with, it's just like the more you forgive them, it's like the more they want to get away with, right? The more you forgive me, the more I want to see what I can do. And it's a very toxic ass mentality. It just is, right? The more I can get away with, the more I'm going to do, realistically. And that's how the mind is going to keep working because that's how it goes right there, right? They also lie on you to other people. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's a different type of pain right there, y'all. That's a different type of hurt. They love to see people cutting you off based on something that they've told them, based on the plan that they've put together. They love seeing that type of stuff happen. They love seeing that type of stuff happen. If you keep doing no contact, one of those times you will really leave and never look back. Yes, stay no contact if you can. If you have kids and stuff like that, it's very difficult to be no contact unless you have a third party, and there's so many different pieces, right? He used to tell me how he would think of the worst way to hurt me. That's evil right there. That's evil. He said that before or after he was dressing up in your clothes, Lisa? Was that before or after he was dressing up in your leggings, putting your leggings on and stuff? Was that before or after? I was scanned for my vulnerabilities often. He was a giant insect. Yeah, he sounded like a really a praying mantis. He sounded like a praying mantis, right? It really is. Why do they make you the villain even after you get away? Because they love for you. They love to control the narrative. A lot of times it's about control and avoiding shame. They love to control the narrative just in case you come out and tell your story, which probably is the truth, right? You come out and tell your story about what actually went on. They have already tried to get ahead of you. They just say, hey, Jay's lying about whatever Jay said happened is a lie. So they get out there. They try to get out there in front of it to try to, really is, like Lisa just said, to push the blame as well. That happens. Not, somebody said, not after he dressed in your Lakers. Yeah, that was a wild one. And after he found out he has no rights on the child, he fucked off and contacted my best friend that I'm in a mental and physical abuser, and he has no rights to my child. Yeah, again, y'all, this is them trying to play the victim and control the narrative right there. Like literally, I want to, I'm the victim. I know I have charges on me, but somehow I'm the victim here in these situations. You know, somehow, you know, I'm the victim here. Keeping me away from my kid. Mm-mm-mm. It's been hell ever since. Yeah, they'll try to make it. If you discard them, if you break up with them, they'll try to make it hell. And sometimes even if they break up with you, they'll still try to make your life hard. You know what I mean? They won't even make your life easy when they are the ones that left you. You know, what if the covert narcissist makes fake pages on you to smear you publicly, like doing narcissistic rage? The guy literally doesn't quit. I mean, sometimes like if people are seeing those pages and they're believing the stuff, like I'm gonna just say, you might have cut some people off, right? Because unless you're gonna press charges against them for harassment and creating those fake pages, sometimes you just start to have to X people out and ignore it. Keep blocking, keep blocking, keep blocking. You have to keep blocking and ignoring y'all because they want a response from you. They want to know that these fake pages are getting to you. They want to know that. They want to know that these fake pages are harming you in some type of way. They want that. They actually want that to happen, right? They want this. They want to know that this is going on. I thought narcissism was simple. Boy, was I wrong. Gary, it gets deeper. It gets deeper. You know, in my Denzel Washington voice. How do we email you? So I do have an email. If y'all want to send your story, y'all know I do have a different channel, right? I have another channel where I do story time and reactions. It's called Lee Actions, right? I do story times, voicemails, reaction videos. I do all of that on my channel called Lee Actions, right? And I'll put you can email your story right here to the email address that's on the screen right now. So you can email it to me. My wife is going to be over there. We're going to start breaking it. We're going to start breaking stories down together. I'll drop my Lee Actions page in the chat as well. What's up, Turkey? But what's going on, April? What's going on? How you doing? Good, girl. Why won't he go away and leave me alone? I told him I was done. Just because you're done doesn't mean he's done. It's not fair. Just because you're done doesn't mean that he's done. You see what I'm saying? Like in his mind, he does this type of stuff right here. Do you do dances? No. I don't dance. I don't dance. That's not IG, YouTube. Yeah, that's YouTube. My Lee Actions channel is a YouTube channel, y'all. It's my reaction channel. I literally just do reactions on my YouTube channel. It's called Lee Actions. That's literally all I do over there is reactions. It's my reaction channel. And whatnot. You know, I enjoy it. So check out my Lee Action channel. The mind. How has your wife been able to rebuild trust with you? Does she engage? So my wife she just did. I don't ever answer questions about my wife. She just did a like an hour and a half long live video on my YouTube channel. Like she literally just went live. What was it? Friday. She did a long ass Q&A on Friday. Y'all got to go back and see it. I don't know what she answered, but she did a long Q&A. What did your wife require of you to get help? My wife didn't require anything of me, y'all. I just feel like so many people, a lot of people ask those questions because they think that somehow that she said or did something to make me change my behaviors, and it's absolutely not the case, right? There was no requirement for me to do anything other than live my life. Like I've been working on myself for a long time. There's no requirement. Nobody's going to tell me what to do, right? This is not how that works, right? Sorry to say. I know people are like, well, what can I do? You can't control them. You really can't. I know it sucks, but you can't control them, right? Yeah. But she did like an hour and a half live the other day, y'all. Bust the move. Now, I don't dance no more, y'all. I'm too old to be dancing. I'm about to be 40 this year. It's my 40 year. Appreciate the donation to the channel. Good boundary. Yeah. It's a little baby boundary. Because I can't speak for my wife. So she did a whole live to answer the questions and whatnot. And her main thing that you're gonna hear her say is like, don't stay because she did. I know people are gonna just not listen to that and try to blow by it, but you know what I mean? Her Q&A was awesome. Appreciate that. Anyways, y'all, I do need to hop off this thing. I'm in my office. It snowed today, and my kids had a snow day. And they're at home with my wife. I still had to work today. Anyways, y'all, check out the website, mentalhealness.net, for my support group, coaching, courses, 101s, everything is there. Mentalhealness.net, y'all. I'll be live again, probably maybe tomorrow. Sometimes just keep an eye out. Turn your notifications on. Follow me on YouTube, y'all. I have to peace out for 20 minutes.